What up, Guardians? Just call me Swift, and in this one, we're gonna go over a quick strategy guide on how to beat the Warden of Nothing Grandmaster. Alright, so first things first, let's look at loadouts. Now you have to remember that in this Grandmaster, there is every type of champions. That's right, barriers, overloads, and unstoppables. So no one Guardian will be able to carry enough mods to cover off all champions. However, if you balance this right with your fire team, you should be able to cover off 2 champions each per Guardian. Now all the shields in here are going to be void, so let's go ahead and take a look at our loadouts. Now for this, I ran an Anarchy in my heavy slot, a Royal Chase in my energy slot, and a Fatebringer in my kinetic. If you don't have any of these weapons, it's not a big deal. You can mix and match however you want. A lot of you won't have an Anarchy or a Royal Chase. Now you could use a Vouchsafe, you can use Truth Teller. Xeno will also be good, and so will a Sleeper in this. Now there's also going to be a lot of snipers from barriers and splash damage from all the heavy adds in here, so you're going to want to wear Concussive Dampener and Sniper Resistance. Now don't forget Breach and Clear, which is always a must. And now that you've got your loadout squared away, let's go ahead and take a look at this Grandmaster. Now in the first area, you're going to be met by a bunch of adds and an overload. Take your time here, don't rush in because the adds will teleport behind you. Also keep in mind that this season's overload mod works differently from last season's overload mod, and that was something that I'd completely forgotten about. This season you'll need to land consecutive shots for your overload mod to start working. Now while we're on the topic of mods, keep in mind that your unstoppable shot only lasts for 3 seconds after switching to the weapon or reloading the weapon. Now going into the next encounter, make sure you destroy the explosive barrels so they don't accidentally kill you. Then immediately turn your attention to the Hydra, which is dropping tons of splash damage. Once the Hydra's down, clean up the rest of the adds and the unstoppable. Move up to the next area where you'll find a barrier champ waiting for you. Take him out quickly and jump on the left side of the rail system. The reason being is on the right side, there's a bunch of adds and you just want to avoid them. Now, once you've moved up to the next section, you'll see an unstoppable below. Take him out and then work on the adds and clear the barrier champion. Alright, so moving right along. Now, once you get into the next section, you're going to want to take your time. There's definitely a lot of adds here that can kill you. Alright, so take out the first set of adds, then work on one of the barrier champions. Now, once you get that barrier champion down, definitely take out the Hydra, who is causing a ton of splash damage. It's just going to make your life uncomfortable. Now obviously once the Hydra is down, you're going to take out the other barrier champion and then proceed to take the Minotaurs out in the back. Now as I said, there is no shortage of adds in here that will cause you trouble. Take your time, rush along, it doesn't matter because at this point you should have a bunch of lives. Now once the big boss is spawned and you've taken him out, you should be free to move along the tracks, no more trains will spawn, and now you can go up top and get ready for the next fight. Now this area is pretty straightforward. You're going to take out a bunch of the adds. There will be 2 unstoppables in this area. And immediately after the 2 unstoppables, you'll find yourself with some more adds and snipers up top. Take the top route, take the snipers out from above. Alright, moving right along. Now what I'm going to recommend in this section is that you fight from the left side in round 1. Take out all the barriers first. They're definitely going to be the ones that are causing you the most problem. Now there should be about 3 of them. 2 of them are Vex snipers. The other one is a heavy Cabal, which will just cause a lot of damage if you don't. Next, focus on the overload. You can leave the unstoppable for last, but if he rushes you, do what you have to do. Alright, so immediately after defeating the unstoppable, round 2 is going to start. You're going to want to tag Anarchies at the doors where the adds spawn so you can kill them off real quick. Don't immediately worry about disabling the mine. Clear the adds, then defeat the barrier champion, and then disable the mine. The reason why you want to do it in this order is so you don't have to worry about the next stage starting before the barrier is down. Now when round 2 starts, go to Mine B, run on the outside of the map, do not run through the middle. Alright, so you and your fire team should focus the unstoppable as well as the adds that are immediately around B. Don't go hunting for adds and don't worry about any of the adds that are in the distance. Now once you've defused B, take the outside, don't use the middle, clear the adds on C, use your supers if you have to. Don't worry about any of the adds that are in the distance once again, or any other champions. They will despawn, and if they do despawn, you still get platinum rewards for it. Now round 3 is pretty straightforward. Fight from a distance, clear some of the ads, put damage on the boss. Once you've defeated the boss, any other ads will despawn. The lift. Now, this is a Grandmaster guide, and this isn't something I should have to talk about, but inevitably, one of your fire team members is going to get themselves killed going in this lift. So here's all I have to say about the lift. As long as you're not in the treasure chest or jumping up and down, you should be alright. All three of you will be able to travel together. Alright, we're almost done. Now once you get to the platform at the end of the lift, you're going to take out the barrier champions and the overload. It doesn't matter whether you take out the overload first and then the barrier champion, just leave the unstoppable for last. Now this is why we want to do this. Once again, that Cabal barrier champ has tremendous range and he'll hit you from across the map, so you definitely don't want to be down there fighting him. Also, just having the one champion to deal with when you do go down there just makes life a lot easier, which is what you're going to do next. Hop off the platform and take out the unstoppable. Now once you kill the unstoppable, the boss fight is going to immediately start. Here's the thing with the boss fight. I've done it a number of ways. We've used Nova Bombs, we've used Chaos Reach, we've used a combination of the three. I'll definitely say Chaos Reach is the play. Now, if you're running Thunder Crash Titans with the Curious chest piece, I'm sure that's going to work as well too. The point is, you're going to want to breach and clear the boss and then take him out right away. You do not want to get into a prolonged fight down there. And that is it, Guardians. Once you've beaten him, collect your loot, do it again. Just call me Swift, and I'm out.